Take our lead, let's help you make your mark. Our goal is your satisfaction. Let us show you the way.
Undercooked asparagus, crunchy and forbidding, can taste like a punishment. But if you simmer asparagus long enough to cook it through, its texture becomes soft and almost creamy, and its lovely flavor comes into full bloom. 7 April 2017.
Let's help you make your mark.
According to Curry, you should peel the tough ends of the asparagus stalk, leaving an inch or so of the thinner skin just underneath the leafy top, then cure them in a 50-50 mixture of salt and sugar for 10 minutes to eke out all the moisture. You can then rinse them off and cook as you normally would. 29 August 2019.
Take our lead.
Aim to be the Goldilocks of spring veg, search for one that's juiced right. The ultra-thin, pencil, spears are way too easy to overcook, making them floppy and limp. But thick, wide asparagus is woody and fibrous in texture. It also has less flavor than medium-sized varieties. 27 April 2016.
Make your mark, take our lead.
Fresh asparagus has dark green tips and firm stalks. If the asparagus has turned abnormally soft or mushy, or black spots start developing all over the stalks, discard it right away. Discolored stems are also a sign that the asparagus is no longer safe to eat. Same thing if slimy residue sets it. 13 November 2019.
Make your mark, take our lead.
Rinse the asparagus under cold water. Wash the asparagus with cold water and ensure that the grit at the tender tip of the stalks is rinsed away. If the asparagus is slick or hard to handle, you can dry it with a kitchen towel before you peel it.
Take our lead.
Take it out of the oven or off the stove a minute or so before you think it's done to avoid overcooking. Another way to prevent overcooking is to shock the asparagus in an ice bath. Once you remove asparagus from the heat, pour the veggies in a bowl of ice-cold water. 20 April 2017.
Make your mark, take our lead.
The most common mistake people make when prepping raw asparagus is doing it too far in advance. They'll turn wilty and unpleasantly chewy if chopped or peeled ahead of time. Either prep them right before assembling and eating, or store them in cold water. 27 April 2016.
Take our lead.
I would agree that you are overcooking. I quite often make pasta with asparagus and a cheese sauce, and I cut the asparagus up so that the tips are about 1 inch long, getting shorter towards the opposite, woody, end, as the smaller chunks decrease the cooking time for the tougher parts. 18 February 2015.
Make your mark, take our lead.
Asparagus can be cooked using several methods. Whatever method is used, it is important to not overcook the asparagus. Overcooking will deplete the flavor and the texture of the asparagus will become mushy. Cook it only to a crisp tender.
Make your mark, take our lead.
The most common mistake people make when prepping raw asparagus is doing it too far in advance. They'll turn wilty and unpleasantly chewy if chopped or peeled ahead of time. Either prep them right before assembling and eating, or store them in cold water. They'll keep in the water in the fridge for up to 24 hours. 27 April 2016.
Take our lead.
I soak all asparagus first in cold water. I trim the ends and then rinse the stalks and let them sit in cold water for 5 minutes. It hydrates the asparagus, and they cook more quickly, for they are already wet with some moisture within them. Do not soak them for 30 minutes, you are not trying to get them soggy. 30 April 2017.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the bell notification.